Hi students, this is Kartik Trivedi and you are watching a lecture series of Applied Thermodynamics with me. Hi students, in today's video we gonna cover very important topic for GTU examination, that is VCR engine, means variable compressible ratio engine, and the methods to obtain variable compressible ratio. So this is very important topic as far as GTU examination is concerned. So now what is VCR engine? That is what we need to learn. So first, before we will start this VCR engine, it is very important that you should know about the compression ratio. I think the compression ratio you have already studied in the basics of mechanical engineering, and also you have studied this in thermodynamics. But let me revise it again. So what is compression ratio? So compression ratio is equal to total volumes to the clearance volume, or you can say the total volume to the combustion chamber volume. Okay. So total volume will be what? Swept volume plus clearance volume upon clearance volume, or instead of clearance volume you can say combustion chamber volume. So now what is this? So here take one cylinder, and here you can say that this is the inlet valve, this is exhaust valve, like this, and let's say this is the position up to which piston can go to the maximum height. So this is the maximum height up to which piston can go up, and this is the, let's say, bottom dead center. Okay, so this is the lowest position up to which piston will go. Now you can see that the total volume is up to this, but you cannot go to the up to this extreme position. Why up to the extreme position? Because here the inlet valve is there, exhaust valve is there, okay, and also the spark plug is provided over here for the combustion purpose. So you cannot go to the extreme position, so you have to left some space. So let's say I have left this space over here, so this space is intentionally left behind so that here the combustion will take place. So this is volume, is this space which is intentionally left behind, which is known as clearance volume, or you can say combustion chamber volume. So here the combustion is going to be take place, and the total volume which is covered by the piston, so this is up to this much from here to here, that is called swept volume. So now I think you will get to know the total volume. So total volume will be up to this. So total volume will be what? Clearance volume plus swept volume. Okay, so that's why compression ratio is equal to total volume upon clearance volume, or you can say combustion chamber volume. So this is the total volume. Okay, so this is swept volume and this is the combustion chamber volume. Okay, so swept volume is the volume which is covered by the piston, and this is the combustion volume or clearance volume that is intentionally left where the combustion is going to take place. So now this is the compression ratio. So total volume upon combustion chamber volume, or you can say clearance volume. Now we go on to the what is VCR engine. So now what is happening till now, that every engine has having a fixed compression ratio. So let's say that particular engine is working on the fixed compression ratio. There are particular situations that when the load varies, so at the time it is not necessary that the engine should work at the predefined compression ratio. Okay, so sometimes it is necessary for the good thermal efficiency, for good efficiency, for good economy, it is necessary that according to load it should be able to vary its compression ratio, because sometimes the requirement is such that where you require the high compression ratio, there are some requirements such that where you require low compression ratio, and if the engine is working with the fixed compression ratio, it cannot change its compression ratio according to requirement, and at that time you will not have a good efficiency or you will not have a good fuel economy. So that is why they come up with the idea, why can't we make one engine which can change its compression ratio according to the requirement, and that engine is known as variable compression ratio engine. So that is why it is known as VCR engine. So what you want to do over here, according to requirement you are going to change the compression ratio. Okay, so this engine is intelligent enough that it senses what is the requirement there. If there will be a requirement of high compression ratio, so according to that it can change its combustion chamber volume, or if there is a low compression ratio requirement, then it can change the volume of compression chamber according to that. So what is happening till now, so the old engines which is running on the fixed compression ratio, which cannot change its compression ratio according to requirement, and now here comes the engine with the modern technology which can change its its compression ratio according to the requirement. So this engine is capable enough to vary its compression ratio according to requirement, and that's why this engine is known as VCR engine. So this is known as VCR engine, and now you will know that what is compression ratio. Okay, so if you want high compression ratio, then what you need to do, so here you can see that from the equation you can tell me that if you want high compression ratio, then you have to decrease the volume of combustion chamber. And if I will say if you required a low compression ratio, then you have to increase the volume of combustion chamber. So if you know this funda, if you know this concept, then you can easily understand this concept of VCR engine. So now let's see what are the methods to obtain variable compression ratio. So now how this VCR engine is varying its compression ratio according to the high compression ratio requirement or according to the low compression ratio requirement. So let's see the method number 1, which is moving the cylinder head. So this is the first method. By moving the cylinder head, you can change the compression ratio. So here you can see that this is the over here, this is the piston over here, this is the connecting rod, crankshaft is over here, and this is the cylindrical head. So this you can see that over here, this is the cylindrical head. So this is all cylindrical head, this is the inlet valve, this is exhaust, this is inlet, this is exhaust, this is inlet valve, this is exhaust valve, and this is the piston over here. So now this is the cylindrical head. Okay, so this is the cylindrical head, and now what is happening in this, you will have this is your combustion chamber volume. Okay, so this is your combustion chamber volume, or you can say this is a clearance volume. Now what is the arrangement? So they come up with the idea, why can't we change the position of cylinder head? So like the cylinder head over here is something like this, but if I can tilt it, so if it is something like this in horizontal procedure, why can't I change the angle? So if I will change the angle, then there is a chances of increasing the cylindrical head volume. So you can say there is a chances of increasing not the cylindrical head volume, but there is a chances of increasing the combustion chamber volume. Okay, so like this. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna tilt it, or they're gonna change the angle of the cylindrical head by something like this. But how they're gonna do it? So now they're gonna do it with the arrangement of cam and monoblock pivot. So here the cam. So cam what gonna do? Cam gonna change the angle of the cylindrical head with the help of this monoblock pivot. So what I'm gonna do right now, you can see that there is a 0-degree angle. Okay, and this is the high compression ratio. High compression ratio means what? Right now you require clear combustion chamber volume less. So this is the less combustion chamber volume. Okay, so this is the high compression ratio requirement. Let's say if I will low compression ratio, then what I want to do, then I have to increase the combustion chamber volume. Then how I can do? So for that, to increase the combustion chamber volume, what they're gonna do, they're gonna change the angle of this. So here you can see this is the vertical line and this is the angle. So here you can see that 2-degree angle. So here it is something like that, but here they just change the angle. So here you can see that they have moved the cylindrical head by some angle. Okay, so with the help of this cam and this pivot arrangement. Okay, so this is going to be something like, so by doing this, you are going to increase the combustion chamber volume, and if you increase the combustion chamber volume, your compressor ratio will be decreased. So this is the low CR. So if they require low CR, then they will do arrangement something like this, and if it require high CR, so the arrangement will be like this. So by moving the cylinder head, you can change the compressor ratio according to the requirement. So this is the arrangement over here. Now second arrangement, which is variation of combustion chamber volume. So here what they're gonna do, they're gonna change the volume of combustion chamber. So here you can see that cylinder, this is the piston, the arrangement over here. Now what you gonna do, they have provided the extra space over here. You can see that this is the extra space. Okay, and there is one valve which is operated with the cam. So this is, they have provided the secondary combustion space. So this is the secondary combustion space. So what they're gonna do, when they require high compression ratio means what? You require, if you want high compression ratio, then your combustion chamber volume will be less. So what they're gonna do, so if they require high compression ratio, then the valve will be this closed position. So your combustion volume will be something like this, up to this. But let's say if you require a low CR, then what you have to do, then you have to increase the combustion chamber volume. So what they're gonna do, so this valve which is over here will goes up, and now this volume will be increased from here to this. Now it will go up to this. So now what we gonna, combustion chamber volume increase and your compression ratio decrease. So according to low CR, it will be something like this. So they have provided some secondary combustion space. Okay, so if there is a high CR, then this space will be remain closed. But if you require low CR, then you have to increase the combustion chamber volume. So what this happen, this valve will goes up and you will have extra space over here. So by doing this, you can increase the combustion chamber volume. So this is the second arrangement. Now we're gonna see third method, which is the variation of piston deck height. So now we got what is the arrangement over here. So they come up with the idea, why can't we make such an arrangement there where we can increase the length of the piston top. So this is, you can see this arrangement over here. This is the adjustable piston top, or you can say the crown. So they have come up with the idea, why can't we increase the piston length so that we can change the compression ratio. So what they're gonna do, let's say they require a low compression ratio. Okay, so if you require a low compression ratio, then what you gonna do? And if you require high CR, then what you gonna do? Okay, so they come up with that. Let's say if you require high compression ratio, then what you gonna do? Then you have to decrease the combustion chamber volume. So what they're gonna do? So they have an adjustable piston top over here, and if you want to reduce, so here you can see the length of the piston will be L, and when here you can see this is a hydraulic arrangement is provided over here. So whenever they want to require the increase the piston length, then you can see that spring is provided over here for increasing the piston length, and now you can say that here the length of piston is L, but here the length of piston increase from L to L dash. So now what will happen? So let's say this is the cylinder, this is the piston, okay, and now here is the normal condition. Now here you require the high compression ratio. Then what you have to do? You have to reduce the volume of combustion chamber volume. So what they're gonna do? So this is the adjustable piston top. Now they're gonna increase the length of the piston. So now they're gonna increase the length of piston, and now your combustion chamber volume is going to be decreased. And by decreasing the combustion chamber volume, they increase the high compression ratio. So for high CR, they are going to be work like this, and for low CR, you know that if you require low CR, low compression ratio, then combustion chamber volume should be increased. So this is for normal condition, they work like this for low CR, and for high CR they're gonna work like this. Okay, now next method is modification of connecting rod geometry. So what they're gonna do over here, so you're gonna see that they're gonna vary the length of connecting rod. So here you can see that this is the piston arrangement, this is inlet exhaust, this inlet valve, exhaust valve, and here you can see that this is the connecting rod, this is the crankshaft, and what they have done, they have provided one lever over here, and this lever is connected with this eccentric arrangement. So what they're gonna do, this lever will increase or decrease the length of connecting rod according to requirement. So here you can see that for high CR, you know that for high CR you require the less combustion chamber volume. So for high CR, this is the length of connecting rod is such a way that your combustion chamber volume will be like this. But for low CR means low compression ratio, what you have to do, your combustion chamber volume should be increased. So they adjust the length of connecting rod in such a way that by with the help of this lever arrangement provided over here, so you can see that now your combustion chamber volume is increased compared to over here, and you get the low CR. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna provide arrangement, they provide this lever arrangement which is linked with this eccentric arrangement. So they are linkage arrangement over here such that you can vary the length of connecting rod. Okay, so according to that you are increasing or decreasing the combustion chamber volume, and by doing this you are getting low or high compression ratio according to requirement. Same way the last method is movement of crankshaft, or you can say crankping. So similarly, same way what you have done over the connecting rod, by providing some linkage arrangement, also by movement, controlling the movement of crankshaft or crankping, you can do the same. So these are the different methods for obtaining variable compressor ratio. So I hope you will like this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.